Subtitles by Adriana Zanotto. Man, I'm someone who doesn't believe in limits. For me, there's always a way to improve, there's always a way to get better, and I've always carried that really strongly within me for everything in my life. I'm always worried about that. I'm always trying to be a better person, always trying to do things better, to get better results, and I've always been like that, even with gaming. I began like everyone else. I wasn't special. I played a lot of Halo, played a lot of COD back when there wasn't even online yet, and when I started playing online, I got beaten a lot. I got beaten a lot, especially at the beginning, but that never stopped me from keeping on playing and having a lot of fun. I always had fun, especially playing first-person shooter games. Because I'm a very competitive person, so I really like that adrenaline of competing against other people. And one thing that I think made a big difference, and both in my journey as a gamer and in my life, it was exactly that. This thing about always trying to look for new alternatives and always trying to be better. So when I started back in 2009 playing Modern Warfare 2, I still remember I didn't play as a sniper, I just played normally, just messing around. And one day I got shot by a sniper from a guy and I was like, man, this guy is a hacker. There's no way this guy plays like that. And then I was so impressed by that I said, man, I'm going to learn to play like that. Alright. I gathered my friends, showed them and said, dude, look at this thing, it's crazy. At the time, I had just started this sniper thing, so I went to practice. But man, at the time I didn't know anything, and I was always like that. Man, how can I get better? What do I need to do? And I analyzed the guy's shots, I analyzed what they did. I thought about how I could get that technique, and I trained in a certain way. Since I was a teenager, since I was a little kid, I always had this kind of mindset to analyze things and try to understand what was happening behind the scenes. Even that little tip I give you guys to this day about marking the center of your television, I didn't see anyone else doing that. I came up with it myself, and back then, people didn't really share that kind of thing. And I came up with that so I could have the center so I would know where I needed to aim my shot. So, that was the first tool I made to help myself get better at the game, man. I still do that to this day. I've already taken 2 sniper courses, both of them very well put together, and I always analyze everything that's going on very carefully. And yeah, man, it's no different with my equipment, my gear, my controls. I've always had that concern. How can I improve this here? How can I do this? To have better equipment that will help me play better, So back in the Xbox 360 days, around 2009, 2010, there was already the Control Freak, and man, it didn't exist here in Brazil. You couldn't find it, there was no way to bring it from abroad, so it was something unreachable for me. It was something I wanted. I used to think, man, how am I going to get something like this if they don't sell it here in the country? And they really didn't sell it. So, I came up with some solutions. I did some pretty crazy hacks. I would put a soda bottle cap on the analog stick to make it bigger, I was always looking for this kind of thing, And then, when I bought my PlayStation 4 back in 2016, it was already easier to have access to this kind of thing. So I bought a cheap Control Freak, started using the Control Freak. Man, I thought it was fantastic. It's an object that really makes it much easier for you to have better accuracy. And then taking a look at the physical explanation of it, the explanation that the company guys give is actually pretty easy to understand. If you analyze the formula for work, those who have studied physics know what it is, but the formula for work is as follows. Work equals force times displacement, and that's exactly the principle behind Control Freak. You increase the height of your analog stick to increase the displacement, the arc you would make. The small analog stick has less range than the larger one. So you can have better movement, better precision, precisely because the area you have to move is larger. And even having access to Control Freak, I never stopped looking for other ways to improve, right? I've already taught you how to make a trigger stop, which is that trigger limiter. So guys, that's it. Let me know in the comments what you think. There's still more information to give, right? I haven't shared everything yet. There's more to discuss, but I'm excited and happy to finally show this to you. And that's it. Give me some feedback. What did you guys think? Did you understand how it works? That's it, man. Thanks. See ya. I'm out.